Ah, hey, y'all, gravity. Any evening above ground living. Hope y'all have fantastic Thursday. And tomorrow, you should have a fantastic weekend. As you can hear, my voice is getting there. It's almost there. Still, still under, still not 100%, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I wanted to do this in the morning, but I said, nah, let's do it tonight. So we all know Trump won. Fine, whatever. I start seeing these videos. They're praising Scott Pressler over in for what he did in Pennsylvania, getting the GOP vote out there, shout out to okay. But now they're running around talking about some Charlie Kirk is a hero and he's a big reason why Trump got back in. And I'm looking at them and I'm saying, did y'all forget what this man did for an entire year? Have y'all forgotten what this man has done since last year? This is what we're doing now. Why am I doing this? I want to show you something. Do you see this post? I saw this today from Matt Walsh. He said, Charlie's one of the heroes of this election. Thank God we have guys like him on our side. Absolutely incredible job. The man who spent an entire year talking about DEI, talking about if he sees a black pilot on his plane, he's going to ask if he's qualified. The same man who followed around DeSantis saying that, yeah, you need to eliminate Black History Month in Florida and teaching Black history. The man who went on Jubilee was getting cooked, even though these conservatives will lie and tell you that he was actually winning. Okay. The man literally went on that platform and lied about black crime, but he's supposed to. He's the arbiter. Okay, I want y'all to hear what happened when he went to Fox News. You got to hear this. Fair use. The same Charlie Kirk who, at the beginning of the year, when Arizona was in play, was in Ohio, but he lives in Arizona, where a MAGA adjacent person named Carrie Lake couldn't even win that state. Would have been nice if you were home helping her, but nah, you decided to do this. Okay, all right. Why didn't your punk ass do that in 2020? Why didn't you do that in 2020? I thought y'all weren't afraid. Why didn't you do it in 2022? You could have helped get your red wave. Okay. No, it was called that. Oh, you got another one of these MAGA idiots on campus. Let's go screw with him. He's acting like he just did something brand new. Yet he's been doing this for the last, at minimum, 6 years. But okay. Charlie, Charlie Kirk, where did you get the ground game from? Where did you get the ground game from? It's funny that they waited till almost the election time when you had 4 years to do this. You're watching them trying to rewrite history in real time. I'm not taking away his efforts. I'm not doing that. What I'm trying to show you is this is how white supremacy changes the argument. They were sitting on their ass from November 7th, 2020 to September, some places August of this year, sitting on their ass, bitching. Now he wants credit because he spent 2 months of work. 2 months. Fine, Charlie, give you your credit. Now, let me ask you this. Since you turned out all those voters, how do you keep them? Did you train any of them to continue to push the message? When you were having these sessions, did you teach them about politics or did you fearmonger them into signing up to vote? Did you break down the agenda so they can understand what they're voting for? Or did you just go on these campuses and say, do you want 4 years of Kamala Harris based on what they've been doing now? Or do you want Trump? Because if you did the latter, you did nothing impressive. You could have did that sitting at home. You could have just showed up at the campus, put up two speakers, and just played your show. Volunteers, not leaders. Volunteers. Okay. Who wants to laugh now? I said the word leaders for a reason. I want y'all to look at this. No one worked harder than Charlie for this. No one worked harder than him. The white man I mentioned earlier worked harder than him. That white man started from 2022. The new black media started during Obama. The new black media conservatively started this iteration in 2016 when this fuck was sitting on college campuses going viral because that's all he worried about. Taking a black woman, well, I shouldn't even call her black, a Caribbean woman with him to go argue with college students. New black media was informing everyone until they said, y'all giving out too much information. We got to start slowing y'all down. This fuck does 2 months worth of work, and he's supposed to get credit for that. 2 months. 2 months sitting on Rumble, and he's supposed to get credit. He over here crying. Boy, white supremacy can sit up there and kiss their own ass, boy. Mm. I'm gonna let y'all digest that. They won Academy Awards for walk-on roles. I don't know, family. I don't know. It's okay though. We let him have it because we already know when he starts screwing around and making mistakes, y'all can't blame the Democrats this time. You got control of everything. They don't even realize their man is about to get exposed. What is he going to do with 2 years of control? We just asking for friends. But we'll see. Anyway, before we go, how are y'all doing today? How was your day? I figured doing it this late, I wasn't going to get a lot of people in here. That's fine. It's over now. They shut them trolls down because them trolls, they man one, so it is what it is. So they went into hiding. Maybe we'll do a live January 20th. Maybe we'll do it. We'll watch the inauguration together. I'll do it just like this. That way they can come in here and yell 2024. I'm like, okay, we're in 2025 now, fool, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep resting it. I probably won't go live again until Tuesday, the day of my birthday. So we'll have fun that day. We'll definitely have fun that day. There will be the video coming soon for the veterans. Hopefully, my voice will be fine. I can record it. If not, I'll try to figure something out. Um, but yeah, just wanted to bring that to you because it's funny. Again, you just see people who decided instead of worrying about their candidate, they worried about us for an entire year, and then oh shit, I gotta go do work. And now you think you can just throw some money for 2 months and get people outside. You think that's work. That's not work. Shoot us for greens. I don't give a fuck. I didn't vote for him. Let's see if he could. He only got 4 years, and he has to deal with Biden's budget the first year. So let's see what he's gonna do. I woke up Wednesday. It was a regular Wednesday. I moved on. Just like I told the family. I told him way back when he announced that he was running, I'm not excited. I ain't voting for him. So it is what it is. He'd have to impress me. He didn't impress me, not one time. So I voted the way I voted, and then we're good. Mm. Yes, I did vote. Mm. Here's y'all's electoral map. That's the final electoral map. See what happens when you put the economy first? Yeah, I know. I was waiting for somebody to say it. Me trying to rest his voice and all. I'm not trying to talk too much. You're rude because you didn't even come in here and say good evening. You brand new here and didn't even say good evening. But I figured that. No, Shaq. The reason why the NBA is down is because you guys are not making exciting games anymore. Everything is focused on the fucking Lakers. That's why. It's not because everyone wants to shoot threes, because y'all didn't have a problem a few years ago when Steph Curry was breaking records. Now it's okay, Miss Nisi. They said good evening. It's okay. They recognize their mistake. It's all right. That's the problem, Shaq. Yay. Just let me get my gun to by then. New York stopping their migrant credit card program. Yeah, it's hilarious. What do you notice about his drink? He's probably drinking Coke. What's the problem? He already told you he doesn't drink. And it's Hotline Drive. There you go, Smash Bros. Lady, I'm really getting tired of y'all talking about the fucking public school system. They shouldn't be able to indoctrinate your kids if you fuckers would actually teach your kids stuff. I'm gonna say that again. If you're a parent, start teaching your fucking kids and stop having the school teach them everything. Can we get back to the kids that ask the teachers questions and pissing them teachers off that they gotta call you and then they tell you why? You're like, so why didn't you answer the question? You can't expect the state and the government to teach your kids and then don't like the fact that they're coming out the way that they're coming out. Your kids are leaving these schools and they're not even inquisitive anymore. And then I was following you up until you brought up education because that man is talking about getting rid of the Fed. Guess what? You just made the states bigger. The states can do whatever they want if he gets rid of the federal Department of Education. Wait till y'all see what New York did. I got a video. I'm gonna do that video. You'll probably get that Sunday. Wait to see. Wait till you see what New York did. I know I roasted them a little bit yesterday, but it's even worse. But go ahead.
Voted for my right to not have to use the bathroom with a biological man.
But I bet you went to a club with a unisex bathroom and you didn't give a fuck. I bet you were in a bathroom with a man when he bent you over. I'm not saying her, I'm just saying women in general. Or men when you took a woman in the bathroom and you want to get some head. I'm just saying. The whole state of New York. The amendments and the propositions that they voted for. Y'all got to see this bullshit. New York is cooked. They didn't learn nothing about 2 years ago. They didn't learn nothing. But go ahead, madam.
You also voted for our children not to be drafted into another endless.
Sister, I can't believe you went on this video with no knowledge of what's going on. Listen to what she's about to say again.
You also voted for our children not to be drafted into another endless, senseless war that only benefits the military industrial complex.
Madam, it's already in the defense budget that got approved for next year. Automatic selective service for men 18 to 26. He ain't gonna stop that. By the way, some of them Republicans that went back actually voted for that. Now that they got the majority. Yeah. Guess what? The Senate, some of the Republicans that were there that got extra terms now, they voted for that. They're not going to say no to the military industrial complex. So if you have an 18-year-old son and something pops off, yeah, he gonna have to go. If you got a daughter, they're debating that in Congress to add them to the draft. She gonna have to go. It's automatic now. And guess what? They're never going to take it out. Continue now.
And also, you voted for the protection of our freedom of speech. The same.
The same freedom of speech, freedom of speech. The man literally just told you weeks ago he's going to jail you for a year for burning the flag, which is protected under free speech. The man brought Elon Musk into the fold. The man who sat there and single-handedly destroyed an app restricting people's free speech. But you're talking about free speech. How free was that speech where black people were getting text messages talking about you've been signed up for a plantation? They finna come get you tomorrow. Where is the free speech? And nobody did nothing about it. And that's been going on for 48 hours before the news even said something about it. Hmm.
Is freedom of speech that evil, nasty, disgusting women are using to wish death upon you. So,
Okay, they're allowed to say it and you're allowed to go back on them. What's the problem? Use your big words. Let's go.
as a black woman, I just want to say thank you for voting for Trump. I truly appreciate you. And I'm going to speak life into you. I pray that God continues to protect you and guide you. I pray that He gives you the success that you deserve.
Something's telling me that she got a bruh. Something's telling me that she got a white man. Something's telling me this. Joe Black, first off, if you're gonna tell me that, first off, say good evening. Number two, see, let me hope you don't have a son that's 18 years old because if they do pop off a war, guess what? He ain't gonna survive. Okay? You sound like a failure as a father. if you are one, because you want to come in here and said that shit. This woman is clearly misinformed on some things. It's our job to make sure that the people listening understand what the truth is. My opinion is I want to see what he's going to do for the first 2 years. He has full control. He got world leaders talking about let's talk, let's talk. Let me see what he's going to do. That's my opinion. I exercise my free speech perfectly. I don't need people coming up on their platforms lying about what's going on with him in free speech when he's already outlined how he views free speech. That's fine. If you have an 18 to 26-year-old and they get drafted, I hope you use your free speech to tell that man that he ain't going. And they're going to use their free speech to tell you, yes, he is. I want to see whose free speech is going to win. I want to see if your freedom of expression is going to win. By the way, did you know that he signed up his chief of staff? Oh yeah. Guess what? She works for Pfizer. Shooter, you still don't get it. Um, and did the Republicans ever say no? Let me ask you that. Fine. The Democrats wanted to put women in the draft. Did the Republicans say no? Answer me that question. It should be a very simple question. You should be able to find it. Tell me where they said no women are going. They're literally debating it in Congress. If they need the bodies, they're going. But go ahead. Tell me that's not happening. We're not bitching about it. That's fine, Anita, if you do that. It should be a choice. But y'all cool with that because all y'all are older, so you don't have to make that decision. So y'all better hope to God he figures out that deal with Israel and Russia. You better hope. Because what if he does nail those two down, guess what? He still gotta go see China. He still gotta go see North Korea. He still gotta go see Pakistan. He's still gonna have to deal with the UN. He's still gonna have to deal with the global South. He's still gonna have to deal with the Middle East. Are you gonna fight? What you're seeing is reactive voters. You're not seeing proactive voters. That's great that you raised them, but guess what? Your three boys right now, well, your 20-year-old, your 20 and your 18-year-old, yeah, they didn't even have to go to the post office to sign up. They signed them up already. They said, now we got it. You can save the 50 cents on the postage. And they're waiting for your 14 and 15-year-old. They're waiting a few more years. Yeah. But hey, that man, he could prove you wrong. But like I said, y'all get just realize his chief of staff used to work for Pfizer. All that drain the swamp crap. Yeah, but that's okay. We'll see who else he adds to the cabinet. That's fine, Josh. You're gonna get blocked because you didn't even come in here and say good evening. So you hold that. I might have to update that. I gotta figure out how to update that. Don't write shit. That's what I was gonna say. Number one, don't write shit until you greet the room. My definition of drain the swamp, I wanted everybody out. I wanted all of Congress out. I want all the lobbyists out of DC out. I want all the special interest groups to die. I wanted to clear the covers and start fresh. That's what I meant when I say drain the swamp. You got fuckers coming up in here talking about we're gonna get rid of three-letter agencies. Okay. And what is that gonna do? Oh, that's a lot of money we're gonna free up. Okay, what are you gonna do with it? So while you have all this free federal money that you're gonna be sitting on, probably enriching yourselves, you've made states bigger. So then what was the purpose of having the Fed then? You might as well just abolish the Fed all the way and just let every state govern themselves. But let MAGA and MAGA adjacent tell it they know everything. But these are the same people who can't vet a fucking comedian. But they're gonna fix the world. You can't even vet who comes in and claims MAGA, but you're gonna fix the world. Okay. Hey, again, you can prove me wrong. But anyway, I'm going to sleep. I'll let the Smash Bros. See the last 17 seconds, and then I'm leaving. So I might as well just do the ending now. Y'all take care, stay safe, be productive this weekend. Salute to the those who fought and were able to come home, and for those who fought and didn't get to come home, this weekend is your weekend. If you are a veteran, salute to you. Go get your discounts. Enjoy your discounts. If you see someone with stolen valor, fuck them up. But all in all, toast yourself because you are the reason why I get to do this. But for the Smash Bros. And women that like females, you know what to do when the agents of chaos kind of mess up your existence. But hopefully, these last 17 seconds make your day a little brighter. Cause she is cute.
Word. I pray that He gives you the strength to lead your family and your community. And for anyone who wants to say in the comments that I'm a pick me, that I'm already chosen. So what about you?
It better not be no white man. It better not be no white man. Let me check the comments before I leave. It better not be no white man. Let me look. Let me look. Wait, her page gone. Her page gone. They took her page down. God, dog. That is it. She does great lies on TikTok. Maybe they took her page down. All right. Anyway, there you go.